A 5.1 magnitude earthquake has hit Myanmar's Mandalay, interrupting rescue operations. Rescuers trying to retrieve a body buried under the rubble of a building were seen running away in shock as the small tremor shook the ground. The 5.1 magnitude quake comes 2 days after a 7.7 massive magnitude earthquake hit Myanmar and sent strong tremors in Thailand as well, leaving behind a trail of death and destruction. Myanmar's ruling junta said in a statement on Sunday afternoon that about 1,700 people were confirmed dead so far. The death toll has only been increasing. About 3,400 people are expected as injured and around 300 more are missing. Many are feared trapped beneath the rubble of collapsed buildings, as rescuing them now is a race against time. Satellite images show the scale of the devastation in Myanmar. Take a look at these before and after satellite images from the cities of Sagaing and Mandalay, showing how various structures collapsed and were turned into rubble within seconds. Now, footage released by Myanmar's army-run broadcaster showed the damage sustained by the historic Mandalay Palace. The old clock tower, front gate and relic towers were among the landmarks on the palace grounds that sustained serious damage. Rescue and relief operations are in full swing in Myanmar. Earlier, rescue workers were seen pulling a woman out from the rubble of a collapsed building. The powerful quake has triggered a large-scale power outage in Myanmar's capital. The city was plunged into darkness even as rescue and relief efforts continued. More images of destruction continue to come out of Myanmar. A new footage on social media showed huge plumes of smoke engulfing University of Mandalay. Cracks on some roads in Myanmar's capital have widened to nearly 1 meter. Repair workers have placed tree branches in the gaps to warn drivers. Now in Bangkok, which also suffered major effect of the tremors, rescue teams are still looking for survivors at the site of a 30-story skyscraper that collapsed following the powerful quake. At least 18 people have died so far, while 47 are feared trapped under the rubble still. Rescue teams were seen using excavators and rescue dogs were used to search through the huge pile of rubble. US military personnel, Chinese technical experts and medical teams joined Thai authorities to intensify relief and search operations. The US Geological Survey estimates that death toll in Myanmar could exceed 10,000. and losses could surpass the country's GDP. Meanwhile, anti-coup fighters have declared a 2-week partial ceasefire to facilitate rescue efforts. Aid continued to pour into Myanmar from across the world. An Indian Air Force military plane landed in Yangon International Airport carrying relief packages from India. A Chinese rescue team also arrived at Yangon with Russia, Malaysia and Singapore, also sending plane loads of relief supplies and personnel. Meanwhile, India's External Affairs Ministry has said that no Indian citizen has been killed in the deadly earthquake in Myanmar.
So far, no casualty has been reported among the Indian nationals, and we are in touch with all community organizations for their welfare, for their safety.
Now, New Delhi is also dispatching ships with 40 tons of humanitarian aid and a field hospital to assist relief operations in Myanmar. Well, I was earlier joined by Dave Grunbaum, who is a journalist, and he has been based in Myanmar for many years. He joined me from Bangkok to give us an understanding of the relief and rescue effort which is going on at this point and the challenges that they're facing. Listen to this.
Keep in mind, Myanmar is a country that's been embroiled in a civil war for more than 4 years now, since the military staged a coup in 2021. The army, the junta, they don't even control 50% of the land. They control the big major cities of Mandalay, Naypyidaw, the capital, and Yangon, the biggest cities. But less than 50% of the territory of landmass is under the junta's control. The rest of it, it's under control in different pockets, different places. You've got different ethnic militia groups and different resistance groups that control them. And now one of the big questions is the aid is coming through the area controlled by the army when it flies into Yangon, when it gets to Mandalay or comes through Naypyidaw. Is the junta going to allow that aid to go to wherever it's needed? Or are they going to weaponize this humanitarian aid